Hi there and welcome to Born and Red. You probably nearly forgot our faces by now because we've been getting plenty of complaints, plenty of messages, people asking where the bloody hell are we gone. But here we are, it's Asim and Cheen himself, and Adi give us a touch. Adi's, yeah, good lad. We've got Cheen Jr. as well in the car. He's probably gone more games than me now, Cheen, this season.
Second one.
He's a regular now for this season, and he's a good look charm as well. But anyway, looking to today's game, Liverpool v Brighton, it seems an age since we played, Cheen. Like with the international break and with the whole fixtures getting cancelled, I sometimes forget I have to check the table where we are. But it's Brighton today, and it's not going to be easy by any stretch.
Honestly, it's been such a long time. It feels like a brand new start to the season, like it was the first game of the season sort of vibes. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's good to be back on the road to the game. But yeah, Brighton, difficult fixture, difficult game. A side that's always caused us problems, always given us a real game. If you look at us, in the last few years, I think last season they beat us and they got a draw as well. So.
No, I think it was a 2-all at Anfield.
Sorry, yeah, it was 2-2.
But we were winning 2-0.
Yeah, and we actually beat them. We went to that game.
And Trossard especially, but we'll come to their sort of danger men later on. But a bit about Liverpool and their right back. There's been a lot of talk about. I think we might see a masterclass today. He's not got nothing to prove because we know how good he is. But I think there's a feeling of him sort of trying to shut a few people up today, and we might just see a few classic Trent pings and those passes that he plays into midfield as well. I just feel like he's going to be on it today.
Yeah, look, even last time, even the time when he got dropped the first time round, we saw what he did. He came back and he was unbelievable for the next 3 or 4 games. And look, he's got nothing to prove to anyone. We know how good he is. It's just Southgate, isn't it? It's typical Southgate being Southgate. But yeah, look, he'll be up for it. Anfield, back out there with the fans behind him. And I can see, like you mentioned, I can see a proper performance from Trent. He's one of our best players, so he'll be up for it today.
If I was him, but look, just the last note on Trent and the England team. If I was him, I'd retire Cheen. And
there's a lot of noise about that, one day
until he gets Southgate gets a sack, and then he'll come back with hopefully with a more of a progressive manager. But again, let's go to today's game. It's not going to be easy. We've said that. Breaking it down, let's look at Liverpool first. Obviously, it's hard to predict the team lineup when teams return from international games. There's a few places up for grabs. Obviously, we know Robbo's out for a while, so Shimikas comes in and stays at left back. That position, the much talked about position, the right-sided midfield. Elliott or Henderson for you? Who's going to go in?
We'll go Henderson today. Okay. Personally, I think he'll go Hendo. He'll go for the tried and tested midfield of Hendo, Fabinho and Thiago for today's game. In terms of the midfield, I think it's more interesting to see how we do and what we're going to go with in the front three, Asim, which to be fair, bar Salah, we don't really know if Diaz is going to start, they've had the long haul flight. We don't even know if Nunes is going to start. What do you think? What do you want about them two? Who do you think? If any of them are going to start?
I saw bits of the press conference of Klopp's, and he said, look, I've not even seen Diaz. They tell me he's okay, but he landed, I think it was Thursday morning. He probably trained on Friday. I think he's that kind of player that you can just throw him in the deep end. So I won't be surprised, and I kind of want Diaz to start, but I want Jota up top today, and Salah obviously on the right hand side. I think that's our best sort of top three. I know Nunes scored for Uruguay, in midweek, but I think he's that type of player at the moment. He's more of an impact player for us, rather than coming on deep and making play. Just like Bobby, he wasn't the Bobby's replacement, and I think he just needs, and it suits him where he comes and the game's a bit more open. Hopefully, we're not chasing the game today, where it's 2-0 already, and he can come and where they have to chase the game, and there's a bit more space in behind to run into. So I think that's the top three, front three I'd go for. I think everywhere else, generally everyone picks themselves, don't they? Thiago,
Matip at centre back.
I think Matip has to play.
Kanate is back, but he did say he needs training, needs to get. Basically, he might start him, but I think with the amount of games that are coming up, he's probably more suited to the Champions League sort of games. He's always trusted him in the Champions League game, so he'll probably go with Matip.
And it's fitness as well, isn't it? And it's not exactly like we need to rush him back. Yes, any team's going to miss, someone like Kanate, his physicality, his speed. But, we've got Matip, and, Matip, whenever he comes in, he doesn't let us down, generally speaking. So I'm perfectly all right with that. So we're going to Brighton. They've got a new manager, and normally you do get a bit of a honeymoon period, don't you, with a new manager. Hopefully it doesn't start today, but they are 4th in the league. And, with Brighton, when you normally come up against them, you don't even know what formation they're going to play. Because Potter used to play 3-4-1-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. And, that's what made Brighton such a, outfit that, everyone wanted to see. And they played brilliant football. But look, I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about this Roberto I can't even say De Zerbi. Hope my Italian serves me right. But yeah, look, hopefully they don't get a good start today. But I think it all depends on Liverpool. And Liverpool is that kind of team that we knew what type of Liverpool was going to turn up, especially Anfield over the years, especially under Klopp. But this season, we don't know what Liverpool's teams, what type of Liverpool is going to turn up. And what we need to do is, and we've talked about it many, many times before, we need that fast start, we need that energetic start, and we need to make sure, because like we saw last season, when you start giving players like Trossard and Grob and McAllister time on the ball and start playing their triangles and start getting on the ball, they start sort of get some control in the game. And even though we were 2-0 up last season, they started coming in and start bringing a bit of confidence into their play, and they were dangerous. And you know what? If it wasn't for that disallowed goal, they were. It was a close call offside, the Trossard one. But if we lost that game, we couldn't say, look, we didn't deserve to. That's how good they were in the second half.
Yeah.
But look, who are the danger men for you, and who should we look out for today in the Brighton side?
Look, Trossard he's their main man from what I've seen of them this season. The team as a whole, they play as a proper side, Asim, and you can the way that, one thing that really struck me is their in-game management, the way they switch positions, and the way the in-game management in terms of Potter used to be able to see what's on the pitch and what's new. The little tweaks in terms of formation. They were brilliant. That's why you saw a complete different side that came out in the second half against us. And they've had a fantastic start to this season. They're sat 4th right now. I think they've only lost one game this season. They play the right way. Well, look, again, like you said, new manager. You don't know what he's gonna actually bring. I don't think he's gonna change much. The side, I think it's gonna be practically. They don't have many injuries, so I think it's probably the same side that started the same side that started the majority of the games this season. So all in all, look, Trossard is the danger man, and they've got Welbeck as well, Marsh, McAllister's got 4 goals in 4 games, so he's on a hot streak. They're dangerous in every single area, but they're more dangerous as a team, which is going to cause us a lot of problems. People might think it's a role in the park. It's not. Brighton are a proper footballing side. They're really well drilled, and it'll be an interesting game. But like you said, they're a footballing side, but we're a better footballing side. We just have to put the ball on the ground and start playing, because we struggled when Keita came off in that season, and we struggled in the midfield. That's when they started to overrun us. They started to, like you mentioned, they started to play the triangles. But now with Thiago in the midfield, we'll be, hopefully, the onus is on us to keep the ball, keep the ball moving, keep it spreading, and have the momentum in terms of in the final third. So all in all, look, I'm still confident. When Liverpool at Anfield, we should be beating Brighton.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said. Okay, look, let's go to the predictions. We need to get one right this season.
Let's not give a prediction here. Have you got any? I don't think we've got one right. You got one. You got one.
I don't know.
I don't know which game it was. You got the scorers or something. Remember, you got it right. I don't know which game it was.
Well, anyway, I'm going for a 2-0 today. I'm going for a 2-0. Salah has to bag one, even though I dropped him out of my fantasy team. And I'll go for Jota. I think Jota will get one today. 2-0. Convincing, solid victory today.
I'm going for a 3-1.
3-1. Okay, so you think we'll get go on the counter once?
I think they're a good enough side that they probably will catch us out once. But I think it'll be a comfortable win.
Yeah.
Salah with 2, which I have to. There's no goal again. That Salah doesn't score for me, and I'm going for Diaz. If Diaz starts.
If Diaz starts.
If Diaz starts, I'll go with Diaz. If not, I'm going with Jota. So Salah, let's say Salah 2 and Jota 1. But Diaz starts, Diaz gets the goal.
Okay, whatever it is, I don't mind getting our prediction wrong, but as long as we get the 3 points today, because we're playing early, the sort of North London derby is being played as we speak. We just need to climb up that table now. It's 9 games in this month, and games are coming thick and fast. But I was going to get a prediction of Hati. Maybe he can put his fingers up 1 or 2 or 3, but I think he's not enough. So I hope you find the video more interesting than Hati. He's probably telling us you guys don't know anything about football. I'm off to sleep. But we'll catch you on the other side of the match, and hopefully we're a lot happier, and Hati is going to be cheering on the Reds for a massive 3 points today. Up the Reds, and we'll see you on the other side of the 90. Take care.